So today we're going to talk about the tools that we will use for grooming. And there aren't very many, but we do kind of need to have all of them. So to start with, all that you'll need is a couple brushes, which are a comb and a slicker brush. And you'll be using both of these. You could probably get away with just using the slicker brush, but a comb is always useful because it'll make sure that you get all the way down to the skin. And the only other things that we'll need is some type of clipper. So there are two styles of clippers, and we've got styles that have a static interchangeable blade, which means that we take this blade off when we want to change sizes, and we just slip on a different blade and we can go from there. And the other style, which I don't have any more of, but I still have the blade so I can show you that, is it's an adjustable blade. And lots of the clippers these days come with them. And so it just, let's see if we can get it to focus here. And you adjust the height of the blade on the back and it will change the length. So for this specific one, it has quite a few options, but it's got what is called a number 10, which is a longer one, and a number 40 or a number 30, and those are the short ones that are very fine. Now for either of the blade options, we are going to be using guard combs. They're also called guide combs or clip combs, and depending on where you get them, they will have different length options and different numbering schemes. But in general, most of the dogs that I groom, I normally do a haircut anywhere between 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch. And so if most guide combs have those lengths as options. And all you do is you clip it over top or slide it on top depending on the style. And then you've got a separation from the blade to the dog. And these are very, very safe. This is the type of haircut I would recommend doing at home versus using the interchangeable blades, because this is just really, really safe. You won't get as perfect of a haircut, but you will get repeatable, safe results every time. If we're just working on pads of feet and sanitary trims, then we can go ahead and use things that are around most people's houses. For example, a beard trimmer. And this is great for pads. It's good for sanitaries, although I'd say this would go a bit too short, so you'd need to put a guide comb over top, and most of them come with it. So you might already have this in your house, and you're probably good to go. If you have clippers for humans, because you do your own hair or your kids' hair, then you can use those, clean them, and you can start clipping your dog's hair, which I will give some tips for in the next video. If you don't have any clippers at home, then you're gonna have to buy some, and I know most people will not be wanting to spend a lot of money. If you're willing to spend over $150, then contact me and I will tell you exactly what clippers are great, and they will last you a very, very long time. But I don't think most people will be looking for those, and so we'll be looking for the lower cost items. If you can get to a PetSmart, every single clipper that is available based on their website, they're all good. I would recommend any of them, and you can get those. But I know they don't ship here, so I've been looking around on different websites and on Amazon and other grooming sources, and they're really hard to find brands that I know, so it's really hard to recommend something. If you're able to find brands of Andis, Oster, or Wall, those are all really, really good tier grooming brands, and I don't think you can go wrong with anything that they make. Even the cheaper things, they may not last a lifetime, but they'll last you definitely a few grooms at least, but probably more than that, and they're cheaper than one groom, so you should be good. So for purchasing, I would be looking for anything that comes with a full kit that includes the blade and the guard combs to go over top. Some will include scissors, which will be useful because otherwise you're going to be needing to use either no scissors at all and not have finished edges, or fabric scissors or something along those lines, because you need very sharp scissors. But we'll get to scissors later. If you think that you found a really great grooming deal, please let me know so that I can tell other people, because I've been having trouble finding something that I would want to recommend to people. So now that we have the tools that we're going to use, we can go ahead and start grooming. So the first things that we'll want to groom that will just clean up every dog is trimming the pads of their feet and doing their sanitary areas. And so in my next video, I will show you how to do that using Blueberry as my demonstration guide as usual. Hopefully we'll all be able to get the correct tools and we can start grooming at home, and hopefully we won't have to do more than one. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for watching and stay safe.